I don't know why, but I'm drawn to this one.
Got him! Got him!
Hello, what's up everybody? It's the next big thing with yet another video, and this time, once more, it's the continuation of my analysis videos. Obviously the analysis videos for Star versus the Forces of Evil, the Battle for Mewni, Part 3 analysis. Yeah, I know, I sound super hyped, but that's only because I can't wait to analyze Toffee, oh my gosh. And plus, there are a ton of videos that I can't wait to release afterwards, so that's another reason why. But enough of all the yapping, let's just get straight into the video. So the first episode that we are analyzing in this episode analysis will be the Puddle Defender. It starts off with Star Butterfly alongside with her mother waking up from inside of the sanctuary. And this time, instead of it overflowing just a slight little bit of all of the corrupted magic, a bunch of it starts flowing everywhere. Of course, this not only causes Star and Moon to freak out a bunch, but Star also uses her corrupted magic to burst out of there, and then eventually the sanctuary sinks back into the water. And we even learned from the beginning of this episode that Moon cares about Star and of course her own life so much to the point that she actually left the High Commission behind. But of course, obviously it's to mostly protect her daughter. And also, a very significant part of this episode is when Moon loses her powers after escaping from out of there. So not only is it the frits and the absorption of magic, but it's also this weird dark green goop that we find out later in the episode Toffee, that it's, you know, Toffee, and that basically all of this is spreading across Mewni and diminishing the magic itself. But as for the dark purplish magic that we see in the promos resembling Eclipsa, I don't believe it has anything to do in relation to Toffee, but instead it's strictly dark magic, which explains this. And moving right along with the episode analysis, basically what happens is that once Star and Moon are trapped in the forest, they're basically forced to find a different place to stay in for a while overnight. So Star gets the bright idea of staying with Buffrog after seeing a frog because they're both frogs. So yeah. Of course, Buffrog allows them to stay overnight over to his place, but Moon isn't exactly with it since, you know, he's a monster. But then she realizes something else like Star does, and it's that monsters aren't always evil. But I guess after witnessing her past experiences, there's no denying that she has the right to be a little bit cautious, just not snooty at all. And as it turns out, humans are not the only ones afraid of their child being lost to another species. Monsters and humans are the exact same when it comes to protecting their own kind, or well, just straight up their own children. I'm telling you right now, the episode Munipid's Day from season 1 is only a glimpse of the reasoning behind why monsters are the way they are, and that there's gonna be a particular episode in the future that pretty much claims that not all monsters are evil, and that they have the right to contribute to human society. Alright, now back to what I was saying before. So instead of arguing with Moon Butterfly some more, which I totally thought he was gonna do, he instead decides to team up with Queen Moon and actually catch Star in the act of escaping. And even though Star gets kicked out and put inside of a room, as it turns out, one of his tadpoles, Katrina, can actually speak. As opposed to the rest of them, she is unique, and even though she doesn't have arms, she can speak. And that makes me think of something. Just type in the comments below, would you rather be able to speak and not have any arms, or have arms and not be able to speak? I think I would rather be able to have arms and just not be able to speak, since I could maybe write out what I can say. I don't know why I thought of that. I am so weird. Anyways, it's time for the next episode for this part of the analysis. And like I've said many times before in my last one, this is pretty much the silly episodes. And well, I wouldn't necessarily call it silly episodes, it just leads up to the moment that we're all been waiting for, also known as the episode Toffee. So bear with me because we have one last episode to go through, and that is the episode King Ludo. Screw it, let me just sum it up in a nutshell. Ludo celebrates becoming king, throws out all of the butterfly's possessions, including a baby picture of Star. He tries to force River to get the humans to like him since no one likes him, even though River refuses. But while all of this is happening, Marco constantly breaks in and out of the dungeon with the help of Butter and AC because convenience. Ruberite, Fool Duke, and a genius mime are there too, but they're useful / annoying characters. Except the mime. She's just a flat out genius. River decides to stay since he wants to be like a sacrificial lamb, and Marco escapes with the gang, followed by him smearing crap on his face unintentionally, making the ending serious but yet comical at the same time. The end. Oh my gosh, I can't freaking wait until the next analysis. Alright, I will apologize for the second half of this analysis. I just want to rush through that because honestly, come on, there was barely anything to talk about with that episode. And who is ready for Toffee? And yes, even though this is extremely late, as a matter of fact, I believe over a month and a half late, there are still some questions floating around that I will be answering in that episode. Well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I believe this is the end of my analysis for this particular episode. Can't wait to see you for the episode analysis of Toffee. And, well, peace.